This is the Campus Life. My name is Sally Satole, and welcome to your weekly dose of the UJ campus culture. My Fellow South Africans is a multi-sketch review by an award-winning playwright, Mark van Graan. The talented Kim Blanche Adonis performs the solo piece that combines comedy, singing, poetry, and drama. At times, playing multiple characters in one sketch through 60 minutes of high energy and focus. Let's take a look.
Thank you. A big shout out to Ricky Cohen, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! You know, as an emerging comedian, it is a great opportunity to be the opening act for a stand-up like Ricky. My name is Sibukazi Nglenge, but you, sir, you can call me Friday. It's really cool to be with you in the suburbs tonight. I plan on leaving here without becoming the poster girl for Black Lives Matter. If you all play a part, that would be great. Huh? I'm privileged to be with you in the suburbs tonight. See how easy that was? To say that I'm privileged. You know, I'm fascinated by how privileged people always deny that they are privileged. So in the 5 minutes that Ricky has given me to piss you off, I thought I'd spell out privilege. It's P-R-I-V-I-L-E-J. Privilege. P is for professional networks, right? I was amazed at how easy it was for Ricky to pull off this gig tonight. His aunt runs a catering company, his stepmom's in PR, a school buddy owns the venue, and even the bouncers are the cousins of his stepmom's Congolese gardener. Where I'm from, we also have professional networks. We call them gangs. Yay. Their favorite social media network is TikTok.
Welcome back to yet another episode on UJTV. My name is Cindy Swandala, and I am with Kim Adonis, and we are at the theatre at On Square in Sandton City. We are attending a satirical event about my fellow South Africans. How are you doing, Kim?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how your journey began in the dramatic arts?
For sure. So I studied at UCT where I did theatre and performance, specializing in acting, bilingual acting, where I did English and Afrikaans acting. And I graduated in 2019, which was right before COVID. And then I started my journey. I was actually a presenter, as I was telling you before this, and I was doing a lot of theatre, on-screen work, TV things, films, and now I'm doing some theatre again.
Talk to us about my fellow South Africans and how do you evoke the emotions that Mike has written for this play?
Well, so obviously Mike and I have done a lengthy rehearsal process, which was about 4 to 5 weeks, where we read through the script, discuss the script, and really I need to understand what it is that he wants to evoke with each and every character. So through a lot of discussions, a lot of my own contributions and his contributions, and we kind of meet each other halfway. I think that's how we really develop the characters, and that's how I'm allowed to dive into the characters and really allow myself to immerse myself into the characters and bring them to life,
So we do know that you've been on tour, right? And how has that been?
It's been difficult, especially for my voice and my body. A lot of people think that I'm young. I'm young, but I'm also old, but I'm young, but
I
old.
feel like you're young, but you're not old.
Yeah, like I'm young. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm young, but I'm old, but like it's in between. So it's hard on my body and it's hard on my voice. But other than that, it's been really amazing. I got to meet really amazing people, and the message of the show is an amazing one. So I feel very blessed and honored to travel with the show because it's a really amazing message that I think every South African needs to see.
So now that you're in the heart of Johannesburg, Sandton City, what do you expect the audience to grab from your performance?
Well, firstly, I just need to say that Joburg's audiences are way more woke than Cape Town.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like they are more responsive. Number one, last night we had a preview with some people from Rise and Zanzi, and they literally got every single joke, you know. A lot of the time these things go over people's heads because it is political satire, so it is, you know, it's in a specific genre. But I think I'm expecting a lot more people to engage with the work and a lot more people to really just sink their teeth into what it is that we're trying to say. And also we're building up to the election next year, and we really want people to think about the future of the country and what it means for us and how important your vote is, because it is important and this is a critical time for all of us. Yeah.
How do you feel when the audience isn't so receptive to like the jokes and actually a message that you're trying to put out there? Like you just mentioned, the 2024 elections are coming up next. I mean, it is satirical, but also you are giving the audience a message, something to take home from your performance.
Well, honestly, I think it's an opportunity for the audience members to read more, to do more research, to do, because obviously the first time I read the script I don't understand everything. Mike and I had to go through conversations, and I think that's what theatre is about, right? You can't come in and think you know everything. It's about allowing yourself to be taught and about opening yourself to be penetrated by the message. At the end of the day, when people don't understand things, I just have to push through because it's a 60-minute show, so I just have to kind of push through, power through, and focus on the next thing. Yeah.
So what else do you have going on in your life?
Well, I actually have two one-person shows. So I'm running My Fellow South Africans and He Had It Coming, which is both Mike van Kraan's work. So I'm doing both of that at the same time, and then other than that I'm just resting, taking care of my body, my mind, my soul, my spirit. Here and there audition, a shoot, if it works with my dates, but other than that I'm just focusing on my two shows currently. Yeah.
So our viewers who look up to you, what is your message?
Ooh, that's a deep question. I would say that do what you love, and it might be difficult, it might be hard, but the people who love you will understand and they'll make time for your dreams and hopes. And even if you sometimes feel like you don't believe it, see the bigger picture, have hope, surround yourself with people who see that too, and yeah, push forward.
Thank you so much, Kim. Break a leg tonight, girl.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Welcome back. We are currently with Mike van Kraan, the man of the hour, and I am your host, Cindy Swa, coming to you from the Sandton Square Theatre. And we're going to talk to you about the spectacular evening that we've had. Can you just tell us about your journey as a playwright, and we'll dive into what spectacular theatrical performance I just seen.
Yeah, my journey as a playwright. Well, you know, the thing is I was writing little sketches prior to 1990 when things began to change in the country. So I wasn't really a formal theatre maker. I was much more involved in anti-apartheid struggle and writing theatre as part of that struggle. So it's only really once the country began to open up and become a new South Africa, as it were, that I began to write for the more formal theatre stage. And it's really a play that I did in about 2004 called Green Man Flashing, which I suppose projected me onto the kind of national stage as a playwright, and then I decided from this point I'm going to try to write at least one play a year. But you know, you can't really make a living as a playwright, so I used to do a whole bunch of other stuff. I was involved in policy and advocacy, building networks as a way of generating income, and then writing theatre on the side. So with this particular piece, it really comes from having done about 4 or 5 of these multi-sketch satirical pieces over a number of years. And so what I've done with this one, because 2024 is kind of seen as being a watershed election for us, I thought it'll be great to have a piece I can take around the country for the next year or so to catalyze debate and discussion about the elections. And so this is the particular piece.
I mean, you have award-winning works such as Payback the Curry and State Fracture. Does each and every play that you write have the same message?
No. It kind of depends on what I'm writing about and the commissioning party. So sometimes the commissioning party would give me a commission to do a particular piece of theatre, and then I would kind of evaluate where I'm doing it, who the audience is, and then write a piece that I think would challenge that audience and also challenge the commissioning party, because I don't want to be a playwright that kind of writes according to whoever's commissioning me. I want to preserve my independence, as it were. So with this particular style of theatre, I kind of write in two genres, really. This kind of multi-sketch satirical style, and then the other is kind of much more multi-character drama or comedy. But this is a piece that I'm really happy with, because, I think also for a gift as a writer is to have a performer like you've just seen tonight.
Yeah, she was amazing.
And I used to work also with someone called Daniel Richards, who was also incredibly talented, and he was directed by Rob van Vuuren. And as a writer, you can write anything, and these folk can interpret it and put it onto the stage. And so, for me as a writer, it's a real gift to have a performer that can bring to life the words that you create.
100%. I like how she referred to Frank Fanon, and she touched on so many other contemporary things that are happening in South Africa. What do you want the audience to receive from this piece that you've created?
Well, I think, as I said earlier, so it's a piece that we're hoping to tour until the elections next year.
Yeah.
And what it tries to do is deal with a lot of the contemporary themes that should inform the way that people think about voting next year. So what we are wanting to do with the piece as well is to catalyze debate and discussion. So we are touring the piece not just to formal theatre spaces. In fact, formal theatre spaces are the least interesting for us, because you can't really have a discussion afterwards.
Yeah.
So we're taking it to retirement villages, we're taking it to NGO kind of settings, we're taking it into people's homes. And we've done about 5 or 6 of these in people's homes already, and then have a discussion afterwards. We're taking it to schools, mainly for the teachers and support staff as well. So it's a piece that, we really want people to think about what's happening in the country, and for them to think about a lot of people, like the one character, is kind of quite alienated from politics. A lot of people are quite alienated from the political status quo, from being engaged in politics. A lot of people don't vote any longer because they've become disillusioned with the system. And I think that what the piece is going to try to do is say to them, look, you need to become involved. If you want change, you need to become involved. And it's not only about the elections that are going to bring about change. People need to be active citizens, throughout their lives and between the elections as well. But at least insofar as 2024 is a major watershed election, people need to be motivated to take part.
And bring about real change, right?
Yep.
Thank you so much for your time, Mike, and all the best with your future endeavors.
AviJozi is the perfect place for creative professionals to check the latest trends, techniques, and technologies. AviJozi, brought to UJ Art Center by Chocolate Tribe in partnership with Netflix, showcasing and recognizing industry leaders who are elevating and helping young local talents. Let's see what went down.
Hi, my name is Tanaka Msewe, and I am a 3D artist at Chocolate Tribe. Today we're out here at the UJ campus for AviJozi. I mean, it's been such an amazing event. The amount of people that have been pouring in is outstanding, and it is such a great turnout, because this really helps the industry in South Africa and Africa in general, just informing the public of the kind of quality of work that is in Africa, and that we can get that quality in Africa as well.
I'm just truly honored to be the one introducing Mama Ugogo, Dr. Esther Mahlangu. So Dr. Esther Mahlangu is the globally acclaimed visual artist and much loved ambassador of the Ndebele nation. Born in 1935, she has been painting for more than 7 decades. She learned the art of Ndebele design from her grandmother and her mother for the decoration of homes, as is the tradition in the Ndebele nation. In 1989, Dr. Mahlangu was invited to participate in Les Magiciens de la Terre, a groundbreaking exhibition at the Pompidou Center in Paris. She took the brave decision during the apartheid period, where few black artists were able to travel internationally, to spend several months in Paris, painting a replica of her home in Mpumalanga. In 1991, she became the very first woman, first African to be invited to participate in the BMW art car collection alongside other notables in the likes of Andy Warhol, David Hockney, Frank Stella, and Roy Lichtenstein. These high-profile projects helped Dr. Mahlangu to realize that by imagining or reimagining the design on more contemporary mediums, she could expose her artwork to large global audiences. Her willingness to travel and to be open to collaboration has seen her spending considerable time in many of the world's greatest cities. Over 7 decades, she has developed an almost global icon-type status, which is seldom seen, and has collaborated with many museums, celebrities, art fairs, and global brands. Many believe that no important Pan-African contemporary art collection is complete without one of her artworks. Dr. Mahlangu's retrospective exhibition is set to launch at Iziko South African National Gallery in February 2024 before it begins a global museum tour. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Ndlovu. I study public management and governance at UJ, and this festival has been very important to me because it's very educational. I learned a lot, and about anime, about art, artistic stuff. I'm also interested in that, as well as just seeing the whole creation and inspiration behind animated movies and characters and everything that's been here, and this was really exciting and a fun experience for me. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. My name is Mandla Dube. I'm a filmmaker, and here at AviJozi, that has been put together by Chocolate Tribe with Netflix, and it takes place at the University of Johannesburg at the APK campus, if I'm not mistaken. And it's been an amazing event. It's our second year coming here. And it's just growing much better. And it's great for students, for filmmakers, and for novice folks. And you learn so much. I see now they've got VR stuff going on here, Unreal Engine going on, and a lot of VFX, obviously. So, for the filmmakers, it's a thing of demystifying these tools and softwares of filmmaking, rather than making them, feel like be intimidated by them, embrace them. And I think, check it out and have fun with it and learn. It's apt that it's happening during the September Heritage Month. So let's digitize our heritage and, tell better stories.
Hi, my name is Tracy Lee Portnoy. I'm the Senior Visual Effects Producer at Chocolate Tribe, and incredibly happy to be part of this event. It's the second event that they've done so far, and this is by far the biggest event that this industry has seen in this country, and I really hope that we are going to progress, and next year is going to be even bigger. This year we actually had to close registration at 6,000 people, which we weren't expecting, so the turnout's been amazing. It's been an absolute awesome learning experience, especially for the younger people who really want to get into the industry, and there are so many master classes and things to learn from that I really hope you'll join us next year. Thank you.
And with that, we have come to the end of our episode. Until I see you next time on the Campus Live, goodbye.
The University of Johannesburg, the future reimagined.